Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Edmonds Racing TV show. On the agenda for this week, of course, Toby and Trent join us to run through their runners for this weekend. It's Everest weekend, of course, and we have Vanagirl lining up at Randwick on their big Everest Kosciuszko race card. We've also got runners at Doomben and the Gold Coast on Saturday, and we head to Lismore on Sunday with Cool Intelligence too. So the guys will talk us through their runners, talk us through their chances, and hopefully push us into a couple of winners as well. We'll also have a look at the results through the week, recap the performances of all our runners, a couple of nice Metro winners there midweek. And to kick off the show, Toby and Trent, welcome guys. It was a big set of trials there on Monday. Some nice horses went around. We thought you might give us a couple of your best, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I like Ruka. Ruka was really good on Monday, ridden quietly and dashed home beautifully. Another unraced filly we've got called Excel in the Sun was very, very good with a lot more to offer, and it was a first trial. You watch her step out of that trial. We had a recent winner on Wednesday, a really, really nice filly by Better Than Ready called Pareto. Very similar type fillies, both these fillies. So you've seen how she won the other day, and this filly's got as much, if not, she's got definitely as much ability as her. So look forward to her running after she trials again.
Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, there'll be a lot of people excited about that. The My Runners crew there, they'll be super excited. Of course, My Runners with a slot in the Everest too this weekend, Tove. They have Eduardo going around for them. So no doubt a lot of crossover between Excel and the Sun owners and owners in the slot there too. So good luck to all of them.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Trent, you had a couple there from Monday?
Yeah, really like a young horse by El Roca, owned by Jerry Harvey, our Calantha. If you were there at the trials and seen him, he was nowhere near ready. His coat was disgraceful and trialled beautifully. So he's got a lot of ability, that bloke. He'll have another one before going off to the races. And I like the return of Green Jacket. He stuffed the start up, and Andrew just rode him nice and steady back to the inside, and he finished really strong without actually asking him to do a great deal. So he hopefully looks to be in for a big prep. He didn't put a foot wrong last time in. I think he won 4 out of 5 starts for us and raced right through his grades. So hoping shortly to pick up where he left off and attack a race during the summer.
Yeah, very nice. All right. Well, there's 4 horses there highlighted by the guys amongst a number of really nice performances. So if you weren't mentioned, don't worry. There were plenty of nice performances. Don't worry, but we had to pick 1 or 2 out of there. All right, guys, should we get into the weekend's racing? It's a really big week across Australia. We head off to Randwick there, Tobe, on Saturday. It's Everest Day. We've got the Vanagirl lining up here. She steps to 2,000 metres in the Group 3 Craven Plate. The Craven Plate sponsored by Yulong this year, who are great supporters of our stable. So well done to them. It would be lovely to win their race, the Craven Plate.
Yeah, look, she's done particularly well. She come through the Epsom where I thought she wasn't ridden the best. You know, the jockey got a long way back on her with 50 kilos. I was a bit bemused why she was so far back. I know he wanted to follow Rock into the race, but I think Tommy got it way out of its ground as well. So we ended up in a really uncompetitive position. Her sectional was actually okay. Bear in mind the track was very, very firm, and she probably just took a few days to recover from that, which is fairly normal. Quite sure the track tomorrow will have a bit more give in it than it had done on Epsom Day. So she gets a chance. You know, she's drawn beautifully. Kieran McAvoy to ride. Our man on the ground down there says she's done particularly well. Galloped beautiful Tuesday morning. Ryan Maloney galloped her for us, and he rang me and was full of praise for us. So she's going good on the track, in a track work and everything. So gets a chance in at 2,000 from a good barrier.
Very good. She's a $7.50 second pick there with Sportsbet as well, so they haven't missed her in the market. It'd be lovely just to see her bounce back for all the owners there. Vanagirl, been running well, I suppose. Tobe, without luck, doesn't show. He's probably in the form line, but would like to see her run. You'd like to see her run top 3 this weekend, wouldn't you, Tobe, with the view to carrying on the spring?
You'd expect her to run well in that race, yeah. And if not, she's going to come home for a break. So let's see how we go.
Okay. Good luck to all the Vanna Girl owners there. Doomben, Saturday, it was a soft 5 when I did my notes yesterday, but there's nothing but sun and fine weather up here at the moment, so I'm sure it'll improve to a good 4. We kick off our the Doomben card in race 4 with our runners. Benchmark 80, Trent, 2,200 metres. Fields of Yulong. Robbie Frad back on board. This Yulong stayer by Galileo. He was terrific last time out, running second at 2,400 metres. Back to 2,200 metres here. He's a $7.50 chance in an open sort of race. How did he come on from his last run?
I think you hit the nail on the head calling it an open race. They sort of take turns up here in these staying races. Ideally would have loved another sort of 1.5 mile journey, but we obviously haven't had to do a great deal with him. He lapped that up the other day. I think he was probably on the worst part of the track, down right on the inside, and sort of a bit of momentum down the middle was the help to the winner. And he raced super, I thought. Steps up to benchmark 80. So back down on the minimum again. Still a little bit poorly off at the weights due to his rating, but he raced so good last start. He looks absolutely fantastic. We've kept him ultra fresh. Just gave him a short sprint up on Tuesday morning and actually put him over some logs this morning. And I think we've got no option other than to be positive out of the barriers and just try and make it a true staying test. That'll give him his best chance. And he'll take some running down around Doom, and he's going super. I can't fault him at all. So hopefully back to Doomben, sort of a shorter turning circuit and a positive ride, and we get the right result. Really encouraged with what I seen last start. My query is maybe 2,200 might be a furlong too short, but we've tried to just back off him a little bit and put a bit of sprint back into his legs.
No, very good. Barrier 3 still is a bit closer. Robbie Frad with 54 kilos on his back. It's a nice low weight. And Robbie, how well is he riding at the moment for us? 20% strike rate. 6 of the last 10 he's ridden for us have placed. So Robbie's in good form for us too. So nice to have him on. Race 8's a no Metro win, 1,350 metre Tobe. Great Keppel, the last start winner. Nice to say that. Barrier 11, horrendous. Jim Byrne aboard though at a nice low weight. Replaces Brad Stewart, so probably not losing much there. Jim's a good, strong rider. And, despite the rough barrier, he's a $7 third pick, nice and low in the weights. How do you see that race playing out?
Doesn't look much speed again. And look, this horse historically has been ridden back in most of his races where he has finished off nicely. No, there was no speed the other day, so we banged him up on the pace and he won. We may have to do that tomorrow as well in this race. It doesn't look to be any tempo whatsoever. He could lead if he wanted to. Especially going out to 1,350. We've been itching to get him down in the weights. We had him in 2 races on Saturday, so we scratched him out of the one where he had 59.5. He had a beautiful barrier 2 and Brad Stewart on, but, he's carrying big weights like that all his life. And his actual form, when you dig into his form, his form's a little bit better than his race record suggests. Like, he was placed behind the Kingdom on a wet track with a big weight. The Kingdom's now won 5 or 6 city races, I don't think it's with us anymore, but certainly got through to Open Company in Brisbane. One, was a pretty sharp horse. So this horse has got a label of being, a non-winner, but he hasn't been far away all his life and run into some fair horses. So I don't see too many of them good horses in there tomorrow. So I'd suggest Jim Byrne bangs him out the barriers. He's drawn awkwardly, so he just needs to make that call and put him up on the speed. And I'm pretty sure he can beat them tomorrow.
Yeah, very nice. Saturday grade and absolutely beautifully placed by the team, I would have thought there. And a no Metro win for that horse. So good luck to all the owners. He's well placed. And we just need a little bit of luck from the barrier, and he should give them a big shake. Could go put 2 in a row together. That would be fantastic. Race 9 is a Class 6 1,200 metres Dream Master engaged here, Trent, for the on-track team. A nice bit of success through the week with Invencore for the on-track team. Well done to all the owners there. We've been trying to find the right race for him, I suppose, in terms of competitiveness, in terms of drawing a barrier. This race seems to have come up pretty well for him.
Yeah, pretty competitive race. Got some nice horses in there. a couple of them are resuming. So hopefully we've got them on the hop fitness-wise, being fourth up. Completely forget his last run. He went around the world. And was still game up. He ran sixth, but he was there sort of at the furlong and just died in his run a bit on Pink Ribbon Day. Barrier 1, there is a bit of speed, but I don't see any horse leading him, especially from that soft barrier. And if they do, or try to, I think that'll bring themselves undone by going a bit too quick and trying to cross him. I think he's just got too much leg speed for those early, and that's the way he races best too. With a soft gate, can bounce him out, put him on speed, and use that high cruising speed. He's not one that if you hold him up and then try and let him rip, he just flounders away. He'd be better off sort of just pressing the issue a bit and maintaining good sectionals and kicking off at Doomben off the turn. And little question mark over how strong he is at 1200, but I'm hopeful. Just obviously now he's a little bit older, he will get it. And he's going to get every chance there tomorrow with Michael, who rides him well. He's got a good Doomben record, this horse. So hopefully the stars are aligning. We've had a lot of cracks with him on a Saturday, and it would be just tremendous to see him finally win a Saturday race. He goes there in tremendous form. He looks outstanding, and he'll look the winner for a long way.
Yeah, that's very big call. I mean, important thing you say there, I think, is the track distance stats. 4 starts at this track and distance for 2 wins. And second. So he has, he loves the track. He's a bit like the nature strip of Queensland, isn't he, Trent? Take him on your own peril in front. Take him on at your own peril.
I never thought I would hear the day where nature strip was mentioned in the same breath as Dream Master. But anyway, it is what it is.
Good luck to all the on-track team there. All right, at our home track tomorrow, Gold Coast Saturday. Always a great day. Every Saturday racing on our home track. Good 4, despite nice rain through the week. So you would have thought it'd be a nice bit of cushion, a little bit of cushion in the track there on the good 4 surface. Race 3 is a benchmark 68 over 1,400 metres. Champagne Toots here at Toby's, the Archer Park mare. Really talented mare. Had a bit of a layoff, resumed, ran very well in resumption. Thought she was very well placed in this race, given her ability. I suppose the only question mark is second up after a long layoff. How do you buy into the whole second up theory?
Yeah, I do. She could take another run, but she's quality filly. She should be competitive in that, I'd suggest. But I do expect to improve off whatever she does tomorrow as well. So she comes off like a 9 or 10 month where she had surgery, and whatever she does tomorrow, she will improve off again. So, but as I mentioned, she's a quality mare. She should be able to be competitive there. Just about fitness is the issue there tomorrow.
Alrighty, yeah. The only way Champagne Toots gets done tomorrow is fitness, but on class, she should be really competitive anyway.
Yeah,
very good. Good luck to all the Archer Park owners there in race 3. Race 8, benchmark 62, 1,200 metres. Nick the Skip. No more pressure in the stable than when Nick the Skip goes around, Trent, it's fair to say, with plenty of family and friends involved, and our star race programmer, Alex Warham, as well, part of the ownership here, mate. When he came up barrier 14, I'm sure you got a few text messages and things there from people close to you. The Faz on. Nice to see the Faz back on. Nathan Fazakali claiming 2 and brings him down to 56. Tell you what, those colours, the Greys colours with Nathan Fazakali on board and the ownership group, he's always going to be a big chance. Barrier 14, though, how do you see that?
Yeah, horrible gate. A couple of scratchings already, so he'll come out of 12. I think he's best off just ridden like dead cold. So we won't be trying any hero tactics and putting him on speed. And Nathan, I think, is actually quite a good rider once he can get them back in behind them and just ride them nice and patient. He's won a couple of races for us, sort of following the same blueprint. So full confidence in Fracca, and horse just needs a bit of speed and a little bit of luck sort of at the right time, and he'll be hitting the line hard. We've given him 3 runs now over unsuitable journeys, and he's been building to peak fitness. thought his work Tuesday morning was really solid for a race like this. So, I would suggest he follows sort of Golan's horse, Miss Two Fly. It'll probably be a pair or two in front of him. And if you can follow Tegan through and get them down late, then that'd be a fantastic result for us all. Forgetty went around last start, missed the kick hopelessly at Ballina, and it was over 1,000 metres. So stepping to the 12 was much more suitable. I'd be extremely confident if he drew a gate, but going to face a task from out there.
Beautiful. All right, we'll look out for those black, white colours with the yellow cap down the outside there at the Gold Coast, and hopefully just have enough tempo up front for Nick the Skip to get them down late. Good luck to everyone there. Last runner for the weekend is going to be Lismore on Sunday. Toby, we have the one acceptor on a good forward track there. In race 5, a maiden over 1,400 metres. Again, thought this 3-year-old filly for 2K thoroughbreds was beautifully placed. Cool Intelligence. Andrew Mallion on. She's improved run to run, this filly. Her last start being her best, running third at the Gold Coast over 1,100 metres. Steps up to 1,400 metres here, which is interesting. Drawn a little bit awkward, but just looking at the form in the race, she's got to be a super chance.
Yeah, so Lismore is a tricky track. Where she's drawn, it is sticky, so we've got to make a decision to try and not get out over that camber at Lismore, because you just don't make ground. Closer to the rail is the best place in the straight, because the camber starts to drop away and you're on that wrong leg, or if I can say you're galloping on the wrong balance. So it's very important that she from that barrier she begins. She's got a bit of speed. She's jumping up to 1,400, so she'll probably be a bit closer on the run, I'd suggest, and she should run well. It looks good. So hopefully, first 150 metres she can put herself into the race and control it, and hopefully get away with it.
Yeah, no, very good. Well, good luck to all the 2K owners there. Very interesting about the Lismore track. Something new to me, so that's very interesting. So Andrew will just be trying to stick as close to the fence as possible with Cool Intelligence. Good luck to all the owners there. All right, Tobe, good to have you back, because last week we had Trent giving us his best for the weekend. He got the Roosters beat, he got the Eels beat, and he got Purnell beat. It was a monster. Poor old Purnell, by the way, he had to be reshod before the start, and that just wasn't him. Take a line through his form before that, where the winner of the race he actually beat. So he'll live to fight another day. Purnell, the Roosters and Eels, not so. They are done and dusted in the competition. The NRL rolls on. But guys, can you please, flick us into your best for the weekend, please, of your runners, Toby?
Banner Girl, how's that? Group 3 at Randwick.
Very good. I love it.
I'll tell you what, I would have went fisticuffs last week, so we would have got dusted twice. You want to rehash that one? We can walk through that run if you want.
No, we'll do that in a minute.
Trent, any rebuttal to your form last week, mate?
Yeah, I'm going to go Great Keppel to go back to back.
I love it. That'll be I'll be doing a nice little multi there. Vandergill and the Great Keppel. Some good odds. All right, guys. And a tip for the Everest too, please. The big race there at Randwick Saturday.
I like Les Bridges' horse, the Grey. Thought he was super the other day. Put pressure on Nature Strip well before, you put him into the race pretty early, and you don't see that horse race like that. I think they wanted a good solid hit out, which he did, and Nature Strip sort of, if I can say, popped pretty quick, and Libertini got him down late. But I think you'll find Les Bridges will have him spot on for tomorrow, and he's going to be awfully hard to beat.
I love it. So you're saying Kieran McAvoy back-to-back Everest into the Craven Plate there from Toby. Very good.
You can throw that. I think that Great Keppel would be in between those somewhere, so you might be able to have a nice all up.
Within an hour. I love it. Very good. We're very, very confident this weekend. I love it.
No, you take pretty quick.
Trent, what do you say?
Nature Strip for me. Third up stats, 5 starts, 4 wins. Had a bit of a checkered prep, but those third up stats get me in, and that'll do me. He's you got to remember his TJ Smith win over the same course and journey in the autumn was absolutely outstanding, and I think he can repeat the dose.
Strong tip for Nature Strip, the Dream Master of New South Wales there in the Everest 20. Very good, guys. Let's roll into our runners through the week. What do we have? We had 3, 6, 8 runners, and we had a couple of nice winners there, Metro. But let's kick off with Purnell. I mentioned that quickly. Tobe, he was reshot before the start and just wasn't himself.
Yeah, like it was odd because, as you said earlier, Bruce, the horse that he beat when he won his maiden won the race. So we're in the right. We're heading down the right track. He just didn't perform at all, and he's since gone to the paddock and he's had the ultimate gear change too. So he'll come back a nicer later 3-year-old anyway. So unfortunate, didn't go right for the guys. Of course, Archer Park just bought into him, but have faith and as he matures, he'll keep improving.
Yeah, he just keeps on getting better and better. That horse, interested to see where he gets to in the next 12 months. That is for sure. Purnell. Cherry was at Doomben 2, ran 3rd, Trent. I know you were very proud of his performance.
Yeah, super effort. Knocking on the door to win one like that. If he draws a barrier, I think he wins the race. Just exposed, was very keen, 3 deep, no cover from the crap barrier. Just desperate to draw a gate, basically.
Yeah, all right. No, very good. Look out for Cherry next start, that's for sure. Fisticuffs, want to talk about it, chat through him quickly, Tobe?
Yeah, I do. Look, he was probably our best chance last weekend, I thought. Look, he got flattened out of the barriers, and something that's not. I've been banging on for a bit. I was waiting for the steward's report to come up on Saturday night, and Sunday morning it wasn't there. It just says he
Begun slow.
Yeah, begun slow. When he didn't, he got flattened out of the barriers. You know, like so I don't know I don't know why that's not in there, but Chris Waller's horse was two to the outside of us and just cleaned the runner to the outside of us up. That's why he missed the kick. So, and in saying that, after that, we'll probably 3 to 4 lengths further back than we wanted to be. But I think Ben did make a couple of mistakes during the run, like he let Brad Stewart in on Tokariki Lad. He could have just been up inside that, kept him out. And then after that, letting him in, I think he made another blue by not tacking onto the back of the pack in front of him, you know, sitting sort of 3 lengths behind that horse. And then in the straight, had nowhere to go and had to come out around here. So, look, as a figure run, really good run. So don't give up on him. I know, you know, he gets a lot of Twitter feed and press about he's a pretender, but he's not. He's quite a sharp horse. And once he won well the start before, he probably should have won the other day. He'll be very competitive whatever he runs in. So, unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure. You didn't see him on the screen until late. He was flashing down the outside of the TV screen. It was a big performance. And important, that information, Tobe. I think you make a good point. For punters, when you're going to back him next start, there's a big difference between him being slow away and working that into your speed map versus getting absolutely crunched at the barrier and getting spat at the back. You know, that's a big difference. So that's some information to get accurate, you know.
Yeah, that's right. That information has to be accurate. You know, like we're held accountable for anything we do, and those sort of things are being missed at a high level, and you know, owners don't get to see it. I've actually had a phone call with Brendan Parnell and asked why, or if we could have the stewards footage available to the owners, same as New South Wales and Victoria, and he said, yeah, there's no problem, we can do it. So hopefully that gets done, and let's get up to speed with the other 2 states, and you know, owners get to see actually what happened, not surmise what happened, and then when there's nothing in the stewards report, very disappointing.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay, very good, Tobe. Oh, well, it sounds like there's action happening on that, so that's great. Great Missile was a Doomben as well. Again, unlucky, Trent.
I forget he went around. He probably needed the run anyway, but somehow missed the kick, was tardy away, and even if he needed the run, you still want everything to go right. He was a couple of pairs further back than he should have been, and not the greatest deal of room. So steps up to 1350 metres next weekend, and I would expect a much improved performance.
Very good. I read in the steward's report there, Trent Edmonds departed Doomben Racecourse with a migraine. It was an absolute shocking day, mate. But we live to fight another day. Gold Coast, it was also on Saturday. Toby, Faith and Love, she ran an honest 3rd again.
Yeah, she's since been sold through the Inglis online auction. It was the last run for us, and thanks to Stuart Bowman, and Holly Osborne for supporting us with that filly. Hopefully we can have another one from. She ran well, just wasn't quite good enough. Very firm track again down here last Saturday and didn't quite suit her. But I think she's gone to another trainer somewhere.
In Darwin.
In Darwin, is it? Okay, well, look, that's mightn't be the right place for her. Good luck.
Nice and firm for her up there.
Yeah.
Very good. It's just it's a great thing about these English online auctions now is that a filly like that, she's reached level here and now she can go to compete against a lower grade horse and no doubt she puts her best in every week. So good luck to them all up there. Hope she goes enormous for them. All right, Ipswich on Wednesday, guys. Let's run through this quickly. It was a great day there. Took the 3 horses, 2 winners in a second. Invercore, Trent.
Very tough, very brave. Made the right call taking him out of last Saturday and stepping up in the journey. Just enabled him to get into a good rhythm and actually control the tempo, and he was too strong. Narrow win, but more to come, and I was really proud of him. He's been a horse with good ability with a stack of issues, so it was great to see him win again.
Yeah, absolutely. And he toughed it out. Good on Invercore. Good on all the owners there. Well done. Pareto, wow, she was Invercore won on just grit and determination. Pareto won on scintillating speed.
Yeah, I must congratulate Robbie because he's getting a bit of flack from a lot of our owners, and we're copping a bit of stick about him coming out really slow on them and making some ill-judged decisions, if that's what they are. But I was really, really pleased and proud of him that he made her begin and put her in the race and control it. We certainly didn't think that she had the leg speed to do that, but when she began so well, he just went on with it and controlled it, and she won as she liked. And I mentioned her earlier. She looks like she's got a good future for Richard Foster, who bred her, a good new client of ours. So it's good to get a win for Richard and Joni Foster. That's great. So well done to them and their partners. And she was just great. She'll go on, and obviously we'll try and get a bit of black type with her somewhere during the winter, I'd suggest.
Yeah, prize money too. She won $32,000 for winning that race. It's cutest filly, absolutely great.
No better racing than in Queensland. I tell you what, for fillies, those cutest fillies, $32,000 breaking a maiden at Ipswich. That is outstanding money.
Yeah.
Far off a Randwick Saturday win. Anyway, guys, that was great. And if you want to see how much winning means to Robbie Fradd, have a look at our Twitter feed there. And we posted Robbie Fradd's post-race comments to the owners of Pareto. He was super excited and full of fun as usual. So make sure you check that out. Last runner there, Trent, was Bafana. She ran enormous. Andrew Mallion rode her very well, I thought.
Yeah, she's absolutely bursting to win one. She drew a barrier. She wins the race, hands down. Quite funny, he actually went to get up inside one of the horses early doors, and that sort of just shut the gap on him. So he was probably a pair or two further back than he needed to be or wanted to be. She still ran great. She's going to go to, I think there's a Class 2050 on Melbourne Cup Day, which just means we won't have to do a great deal with her. And she'll be ultra competitive. She's just absolutely busting to win one. You need to just draw a barrier.
Yeah, Bafana there, she was absolutely fantastic. Knocking on the door, ready to win one for the 2K Thoroughbreds team and their owners. Good luck there, guys. Another big result through the week, Trent, was the Edmonds Racing team, winning the Wayne Wilson medal. Tell us a bit more about that, please, mate.
So that was a great thrill. Yesterday, went to Brisbane, and so each month, a Wayne Wilson medalist, the monthly winner, gets voted, and we won the award for June after Tyzone obviously won the Stradbroke, and then we were voted the overall winner too. So in my first year of training, it's a great honour to receive an award like that. Obviously everyone knows Wayne Wilson and knew what he meant to the community in Queensland, the racing community in Queensland, and was just a great racing person, fantastic caller. I mean, I grew up listening to some of his great calls. I remember when he called Private Steer winning the Doncaster and Starcraft winning the AJC Derby and stuff like that. And I was 13 years old at the time, so those kind of calls stick with you. And he was an absolute legend. So to win that for the team was outstanding. And something I'm very proud of so early in my career. It was a true honour.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Straight to the pool room for that. That is for sure. That's a great award. Well done to, it's a big team effort, all the team. Well done to Toby and Trent, all the team, and of course all the owners. That's fantastic. That's of course voted on by participants across the Queensland racing industry. So that's a big tick of approval. And yeah, congratulations, guys. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's a ripping weekend. Lots of chances and open races. So just need a little bit of luck. Have a good one.
Thanks, Brucey.
Thank you.